Hey everyone, it's Steven.
And Ian.
And we're going to talk about the Unbreakable series. Right now there's only two of them, Unbreakable and Split. But the movie Glass is coming out early next year in 2019. But we just want to talk about the series as a whole for a bit. Personally, I think, Unbreakable is probably one of the more realistic, best superhero films of all time. Mostly
with the Dark Knight right up there next to it being realistic too.
Yeah, Dark Knight is definitely
Same
up there.
realism. So.
It's a different type of realism, though. But, what really sold me was the score behind Shyamalan, behind Unbreakable. It was really, it really had its good moments, especially, spoiler alerts, in one of the final scenes, where where David Dunn's trying to take out that, guy that kidnapped the whole family. You hear the score in the background as he holds on to the kidnapper or whatever, and it's just like, holy crap, this is really freaking good. And then Split is, you're not even expecting Split to be so unexpected. You want to talk about Split?
And connected to it, yeah. McAvoy's are ridiculous, and he's creepy and funny, which is disturbing.
Yeah,
it seems like if it was like X-Men where he's funny and goofy, he can be funny, he's serious, obviously, but he's more humorous than this.
They're he's disturbing,
straight up
in
creep,
Split,
but in a very good way, disturbing. Why the heck? How can you do this?
He goes from this serious, stern-looking guy to
OCD,
dressing as a woman. The next time you see him, and then the third time he's
severe OCD problem.
Then he's a kid.
That's the creepiest one. The kid is the creepiest one.
Oh, it is.
Just sitting on the ground and doing, "Hi, I'm creepy." It's okay.
Hi, I'm Hedwig. And I have blue socks.
I have Red Sox.
I have Red Socks too.
I am music. And you're trying to trick me.
Oh man.
It's that's just terrifying.
It is.
And the OCD guy is he's like the most neutral of them, which is really weird.
Oh yeah, it's he's
OCD personality of him is really weird.
He's neutral. He's bad, but he's also he's chaotic neutral.
It's oh my god, the grass goes juice on the floor, clean up.
Well,
in a way it's not creepy bad. It's creepy that's not good.
No, he's lawful evil.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's lawful evil.
And then you get to the
and then you have
the Wolverine part. Which
then you have Hedwig, who is chaotic, evil, and then you have Patricia, who's
malicious.
Well, I'd say she's neutral evil.
She's maliciously neutral though, but she doesn't really do anything. She just kind of bitches and moans about shit for no reason. And then you get
whatever the new whatever
this other thing in glasses, and then you get the thing you ultimately has the Wolverine half, which is the Beast.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, and then
which
the
is
Beast.
Just purely weird.
Well, Beast is he's just an animal,
right?
An animal with a little bit of a brain.
Which gets to the point of and also a little bit of a Wolverine berserk charge to it. That he's charged without feeling anything.
It's extremely disturbing. Though.
I think that the Beast part was probably an art of exactly being able to heal himself, kind of thing.
I'm thinking one of the best parts of Split though was just you're not expecting it to turn the way it does.
Yeah.
The way they advertise the film is okay.
It's McAvoy.
It's McAvoy with the multiple personality disorder, and he kidnaps these 3 teenage girls, right?
Yeah, okay.
So you're thinking, the movie's about, you think it's gonna be about the 3 teenage girls trying to escape from McAvoy's clutches,
and part of it is.
And part of it is, you do see that, the girls are trying as best as they can, but as the movie progresses, you find out there's also this woman that's just so happened to be the dude's therapist and
you have Barry, Barry's the one that Barry's the most neutral, which is weird.
No,
he's the most real.
Kevin is the human. Is the true. Is the whole body. He's the one
and
that
Barry's the second. Barry's probably the second closest.
He's
the step below Kevin in terms of sanity. He doesn't kill anybody, but he's just weird.
He's just weird.
He's a perv. That's what he was. He was a perv, right?
I don't know.
He was the one that watched he's the one that picked the girls out. He's the one that watched young girls. That's Barry.
No, I think.
Or is that someone else?
No, I think that was Kevin or Hedwig.
That was the one that No,
Barry was the one that did the drawings.
The drawings, and there's one half of him that's a perv. That's like a step below what Kevin is. It's very creepy how they write it in.
But like,
there's multiple ones you don't see either. You see names of them in Glass. They kind of hint that there's one.
Yeah, like
I think 3 other ones come out in Glass now too.
Yes.
Weird.
But like with Split, it's like it starts with the girls, and then you find out that like goes down the rabbit hole in a weird way, and then like you're also finding out about a backstory about one of the girls as well, how she's had like a tougher life as well, and not just like this dude with the multiple personalities, and it's just.
It's a really weird.
It gets like it goes from like
it
goes from like this like suspense, potentially, suspenseful, realistic kidnapping sort of film to like this like
mild horror
film to like what the hell, this is like a sci-fi based horror film, and then you find out at the very end that it's connected to Unbreakable because like you see Bruce Willis as David Dunn. It's like what
the fuck?
And like, yes, what the fuck? And then we're finally getting the Glass, which is coming out, next year, early next year.
Yeah.
It's probably gonna be the 3rd and final installment of this series. It's where basically you're gonna have David Dunn's hero character, or David Dunn, the dude that is pretty much like he can't be hurt at all. He's super strong. And he has this ability to like sense
minds almost
he has to touch somebody. He has this like empath ability or something like that. Could sense when someone's evil or good or something. And then you have like obviously McAvoy's Kevin Wendell Crumb / the Horde / the Beast.
Sanity. That's basically
whatever you want to call him. He's
weird.
Like he's the dude with the multiple personalities. He's there, and then you have Sam Jackson's Mr. Glass, and he's like the evil genius.
Like the Joker of the movie where he plays everybody for a fool almost.
And then the trailer that came out.
And then the girl who's from Split comes back to try.
The girl from Split.
And she finds Kevin at some point. Yeah.
Yeah, like she's like she
can stop Kevin or Dunn to stop Glass. It's kind of interesting.
She's a unique character because like she was spared by the Beast in Split, but she's a lot tougher than you think. She's more important than you think because of her backstory. You find out that she's had a tough.
And then she can turn Kevin back to normal temporarily.
Yeah. She knows a little bit of a secret, about it.
Kevin that Bruce Willis doesn't know or anything.
Yeah. So like I feel as though she'll have an important role. Then you have Sarah Paulson's role, which she's like the therapist.
Yeah,
in the place.
Was the creepy grin of yay? Like okay.
It's like then you have Patricia's good for you.
Yeah, and the creepy grin he has is really terrifying.
Good for you.
It's like literally the Joker's split in half personality.
It's so like
Glasgow is the Joker's intelligence, while Kevin is the Joker's personality. It's really weird. It's very creepy.
Do you call him Glasgow?
That's what he called himself.
I thought he calls himself Mr. Glass.
They called him Glasgow. That was the end. That was the chicks at the end of the second one thinking it was Glasgow or something.
No,
and then David says Mr. Glass.
Yeah,
that's what they call Glasgow, Mr. Glass. I know he's Mr. Glass, but some people call him Mr. Glasgow because they're making fun of him.
Oh, okay.
That was what he didn't like.
Okay.
So yeah, it's basically the Dark Knight meets like what would you call it? Like It almost like Dark Knight meets It in like a really weird.
It's like
psycho.
It's basically you have two villains taking on one hero, and you have basically kind of like she's like Anya Taylor-Joy's character. She's almost like in a way like a Lois Lane, like she's like, but in a way she's not a Lois Lane. Because she's more badass than a Lois Lane. Whereas Lois Lane, she's just a newspaper reporter, mind you, kind of a badass newspaper reporter. This is a girl that's like really knows like how to defend herself. So like it's gonna be like if you have like a Superman versus a Lex Luthor versus a
Black Widow.
No, because that's a good hero. That's a hero.
Mild Black Widow.
No, because what would you classify Kevin Wendell Crumb as? Like the Horde. He's like a cross between like. He's a combination of various villains, but you have like he's basically David Dunn. He's like a Superman versus like a Mr. Glass. He's clearly a Lex Luthor. and then you have
Problem was probably the Joker because that's split
well,
personality.
well, I'd say he's like a cross between
Joker
and somebody that's like super strong, and then a number of other villains. Like he's a rogue. He's like a rogues gallery. So basically, it's Superman versus a rogues gallery of villains, and then you have basically Anya Taylor-Joy's character. I think her name is Casey.
Yeah.
She's kind of like a Lois Lane, but more badass, and she's like, she knows a couple things and how to handle herself. It's like, I wish I could like describe her instead, like
any better? Yeah, we can't.
I really can't.
Anyway.
I mean, I know she can defend herself, and there are some versions of Lois Lane that are really badass. So like, I want to say she's like a Lois Lane, but it's gotta be pretty awesome though. It's gotta be one hero versus two / maybe up to like 25 villains essentially.
Yeah.
It's gonna be different. And then you have like Sarah Paulson's
How long do you
character.
think Glass is gonna be?
The movie as a whole?
Yeah. Like 2.5 hours because they gotta combine all three things.
2.5
to maybe.
The movie, I feel as though the movie will be shorter than you think. I think it's gotta be maybe just 2 hours.
But it will feel like 2.5 hours.
It'll probably feel long.
Because like the first one was like an hour and 45, and it felt like an hour and a half. Actually, the first one felt shorter than it was.
Yeah, it felt shorter.
The second one felt a little longer than it was too. So
yes.
It's probably a mixture of both.
It's probably gonna be, I'd say,
between
probably
an hour and 45
and 2 hours.
2 hours. So, but it'll feel like 2.5 hours, 2.5 to 3 hours.
I think that's what the whole point is, because like Split was more like a slow burn, as was like Unbreakable. Like all of them have been a slow burn, and they've been good. So like, it's this slow burn method that
does work.
That works.
I'm sorry, not sure.
It's like a realistic thing.
Not sure they could speed up a little bit in places, maybe make it make it kind of more superheroes a little bit.
No,
because you have Dunfine the Beast. That's gotta be a little bit ridiculous because of what it is. They can't die.
Yeah, well,
when they fight like that. They might be sped up in terms of not pacing, but sped up like. Yeah, we get the point. Go.
Where's it gonna go? Where's it gonna start? Is it gonna start in the mental hospital, or is it gonna start right after the end of Split, where like David Dunn is like watching the news news about like how there's this dude that has like 23 or 24 personalities, and then that woman says like, "Oh, Mr. Glass," and like where he says Mr. Glass at the end. It's like, can we have like soon after he finds this dude who's on the run. And he takes in, like, he's searching for him, and he bumps into him or something like that, because he's, like, hiding. It's like he knows where, he is. He takes him on, and then the police probably find him and friggin' Kevin, the two of them, and they take those two down, and then Mr. Glass is already in the hospital, and then all three are together, where they meet the therapist, and then somehow, you have, like, somehow Dunn escapes, and... Kevin
escapes after.
Kevin escapes or something like that, probably with the help of Mr. Glass. And so the therapist probably calls in Casey because she was like a witness, at least to freaking Kevin and what he can do. So she's there, and like you have probably David Dunn's son as well, because they definitely actually have him. If you ever saw the trailers, you actually have glimpses of his son. Older, of course, he's like probably in his 20s now or something like that. But it's gonna be like.
It's gonna be ridiculous.
It's gotta be cool. I feel as though it's gonna be like a slow burn, but like there are moments where it's definitely gonna be fast paced, because there's gonna be the clash between the two powerhouses. Dunn versus the Beast. That's gonna be the big one. Dunn versus the Beast. But obviously you have like the cunning Patricia. You have the stern Dennis. You have the true wild card in the form of Hedwig.
You have the OCD after him too. Then you have Barry, who just randomly appears out of nowhere.
Well, Barry
shouldn't show up.
I feel as though the other members, they're not as dangerous.
Barry won't be. I mean, there's another one that actually is dangerous.
But in a way, they are dangerous because
there's a new one we haven't seen either too. It shows up too.
I feel as though they can hide he can hide in plain sight by using the different personalities and then switch on the fly, just like that. So like when he goes from like Dennis to Barry or something like that, that could be dangerous, or Barry to Dennis. And clearly Dennis knows how to pretend to be Barry. That's another thing we saw. And remember, Dennis was pretending to be Barry.
Yeah, which is very weird.
So like Dennis has this level of like a soldier's stern stubbornness that like for the sake of the mission he will take on another role that is completely the antithesis of who he truly is. So he doesn't like Dennis does not like dirty things. He likes to be meticulous in order, all that jazz. But Barry's more like carefree, doesn't give a crap, And we saw it in Split. If you saw Split, you can clearly see how Dennis can portray Barry pretty well. He almost fooled his therapist, but it's his therapist, so obviously she knows how to read him. But another therapist may not know that, and so this is actually Barry, but it could actually be Dennis. You never know.
Well, depending on what he's been there too. I mean, she could figure him out too.
It's true.
Depending on they don't specify the trailer completely for the reason, and the girl can easily. She turns back to Kevin, obviously.
Yeah, and it clearly at least can work one time.
It
probably works. It probably works unexpectedly.
Once if she times it enough times, the Rose can kill him and then go after Glass. Maybe
it could probably only work every now and then.
And she can trigger because she knows how to trigger it now.
Clearly, if you have Patricia knows how to back away from it. I'm not sure if Dennis knows how to, but clearly
Barry clearly doesn't seem to.
Patricia clearly has the mindset to block that
Barry
of using Kevin.
Barry, other than the Beast, the other ones don't seem to.
Certain members of the
Dennis
Horde.
Probably couldn't. Dennis he might a little bit, not enough, and then Barry just doesn't give a shit. Hedwig clearly doesn't give a shit.
Dennis can hide as Barry. Patricia can block the name Kevin Wendell Crumb. Hedwig can switch, can call to the light any other member as he pleases.
Except for Kevin.
Except for Kevin. Key. But Kevin is the weakest of them all. He's the
mortal one, yeah.
He's the true one. And then obviously the Beast.
There's the immortal one.
I gather that the only one that can truly call out the Beast is Patricia herself. She probably is the reason.
Well, they start Glass calling them, asking to find him.
Yes, but
But it's asking. That's what I'm saying.
You saw Patricia was like, "Oh, I hope
for your sake he likes you." Yeah,
but
she knows.
So Patricia knows how to call out the Beast.
Yeah, but she's also been taking enough to figure out. Okay, this guy's a dick.
He's a dick, but
the Beast can take care of him in 2 seconds. He has to, and that's why she's warning him.
Then there's clearly Dunn out there, and Glass has history with Dunn.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be interesting. I'm very excited for. Yeah. I'm extremely excited for the film.
Yeah. So that's I think the end of January, early February.
January, February.
I think late January. Yeah.
Oh, that's very nice.
Yeah. All right, we've been going for almost
18 minutes.
Jesus Christ!
But
anyway,
it's a great series, guys.
Hopefully,
you should see Unbreakable.
Hopefully, it ends good. Anyway.
Oh yeah.
Hopefully, it's Shyamalan again.
This is M. Night Shyamalan.
This is
he's done Signs. He's done what else he's done? Obviously, The Sixth Sense. Those are his big ones.
Then he's done the.
But he's also had some
horrendous shit things.
He's also had unfortunately horrendous films like After Earth, the Avatar, The Happening. Okay, so he has some bad ones, but he also has some good ones.
These are the two best ones.
Unbreakable is good.
And
Split is good.
These are the two best ones.
So we're hoping Glass is the icing on the cake.
Or if not that, at least it can be an Equalizer 2 where it doesn't ruin anything, but doesn't destroy it either.
Yeah.
It doesn't improve anything, it's a middle ground.
It's a middle ground.
That combines both and it works.
Yes, it ends
Which
fairly.
It looks like it did.
Yeah.
The trailer looks like it did. Hoping to screw it up.
Yeah, hopefully.
Anyway.
Alright, guys.
Now it is 18 minutes. Jesus. Okay.
Yeah, wow. But that's it. You guys should check out the first two films, Unbreakable and Split, and then definitely see the film when it comes out in early 2019. I don't know when, but you can see the trailers or whatever.
And we'll be back after we see it, which will be...
Of course. Obviously for a number of months from now, but we'll talk about it.
Anyway.
See you guys.
Bye.
Bye.